Science and religion are seemingly joining forces as NASA announces that they will be hiring religious scholars to help them prepare humanity for alien contact. 24 theologians to be exact, including Reverend Dr. Davison, a British priest and theologist who told the Mirror that the prospect of finding life on another planet is becoming more and more real. Davison is a theologian at Cambridge University and has a degree in biochemistry, and now he can say that he'll be working with NASA. The 24 religious scholars were recruited to participate in a program at Princeton University's Center of Theological Inquiry located in New Jersey. The center received a massive $1.1 million NASA grant back in 2014 and described their main objective as building bridges of understanding by convening theologians, scientists, scholars, and policymakers to think together and inform public thinking on global concerns. And the program is essentially trying to assess how the world's major religions would respond if the existence of life beyond Earth was discovered, and how that would in turn impact the idea of God and creation. In Reverend Davison's forthcoming book called Astrobiology and Christian Doctrine, he poses the idea that God is just creating life somewhere else in the universe. In a blog post of his found on the University of Cambridge's website, Davison writes about why religion would be important for humanity when meeting life from another world. In the post he writes, "Since the evolution of life is clearly not impossible and the places where that might happen are probably extraordinarily numerous, there may well be a great deal of life elsewhere. Something else that points in that direction is noting that life on Earth got started remarkably shortly after it was conceivable that it could survive at all. Religious traditions would be an important feature in how humanity would work through any such confirmation of life elsewhere. Because of that, it features as part of NASA's ongoing aim to support work on the societal implications of astrobiology." And that right there is the real important reason to gather all of the world's religions and get them on the same messaging when it comes to alien life. Because you know that as soon as we actually make real first contact with aliens, and I'm talking one steps out of a UFO and now it's on TV communicating with Earth's representative, which I'm assuming will be Snoop Dogg because that guy books everything now. When that happens, some people will be excited and some people will be absolutely terrified and probably turn to religion for answers. And according to the copy of Reverend Davison's book obtained by British newspaper The Times, he says just that. In the book he writes, "A large number of people would turn to their religious traditions for guidance on what alien life means for the standing and dignity of human life, noting detection of alien life might come in a decade or only in future centuries, or perhaps never at all, but if or where it does, it will be useful to have thought through the implications in advance." Which is excellent to know that when the time does come, we hopefully won't be arguing with each other over how to calm the rest of humanity down. If NASA and these religious scholars can prepare, some manual for communicating alien life to humanity, I think that's a good thing. And Carl Pilcher, a former head of NASA's Astrobiology Institute, said that the agency hired theologians to consider the implications of applying the tools of late 20th and early 21st century science to questions that have been considered in religious traditions for hundreds or thousands of years. Furthermore, he rejects the idea that Earth is the only planet with life on it, adding, "That's just inconceivable when there are over 100 billion stars in this galaxy and over 100 billion galaxies in the universe." And this is something that even the Vatican has accepted. Pope Francis has said that if an alien were to show up at the Vatican demanding to be baptized, he would be willing to do so. But I'd love to hear your thoughts on all this though, because that's all the time we have for today. So stay classy, and I'll see you on the next one.